We all sort of have this image of LinkedIn, right? What it is, or maybe what it used to be. But I have to ask, thinking about 2025, is that image still, well, accurate? Because the stuff we've been digging into suggests things have changed, like fundamentally changed.
Well, they really have. Yeah. And that's exactly what we want to get into with this deep dive. We're trying to understand LinkedIn right now, today.
Right.
We're using this article by Carol Mergel, The Engagement Economy, LinkedIn in 2025, as our guide. It's pretty data heavy.
Good.
And the idea is to figure out, okay, what's actually shifted? What's behind those shifts?
Yeah.
And, what does it all mean for you if you're trying to use the platform effectively without just getting overwhelmed?
Okay, yeah, let's do that. So maybe we start with how it evolved, because the timeline our source lays out is, well, it's pretty revealing. It started way back 2003, basically as a place to park your resume online, a resume repository. Simple.
Exactly. Very straightforward. That was phase one. Just get your professional details online. Then maybe around 2018, it started shifting more towards being a professional network.
Mm-hmm.
Focus was more on, making connections, sharing actual insights, having conversations relevant to your field.
But now, fast forward to 2025, and the analysis calls it an engagement factory. That term alone, it makes you wonder what the priority is now.
It really does. And that's the key shift, right? What the platform values.
Yeah.
It's less about just pure professional content or deep connections now, and much more about keeping eyeballs on the site, driving interaction.
Engagement.
Mm-hmm. And a huge part of that is how it's become so algorithm-driven. The article points out something stark. People who post a lot get 3x higher visibility. 3 times.
Wow. 3 times just for volume.
Seems like it. And you know what's really fueling this engagement factory? AI, artificial intelligence.
Ah, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, the article says AI tools dominate the experience. Get this, 78% of power users are apparently using them. 78%.
That's huge. So AI isn't just a side thing. It's central to how people are using LinkedIn now.
Absolutely. And remember that point about volume. The algorithm, it clearly favors those who post often rather than those who post well.
Quantity over quality.
That's the gist. And this is where AI writing tools really come in. The stats are kind of wild. Things like 90% AI-generated responses for common interactions.
90%. So people aren't even writing their own quick replies half the time.
Apparently not, or at least relying heavily on AI suggestions, and 65% comment suggestions using AI too. But here's the kicker for content creation time. 15 seconds with AI versus 45 minutes manually.
Okay, hold on. 15 seconds versus 45 minutes. That changes everything about content creation, doesn't it? The sheer volume you could pump out.
Exactly. And the article also notes a 40% engagement boost for people using AI, so you see why it's catching on.
Yeah, the incentive is clearly there. Faster, easier, more engagement. But what does that do to the platform overall?
Well, the main consequence, like we touched on, is that quantity gets rewarded massively. Engagement metrics, likes, comments, shares they make up, 85% of content visibility, according to the source.
85%. So it really is just about the numbers, the interactions, not necessarily if the post itself is, insightful or valuable.
That seems to be the direction. And it's not just AI driving things. There's a huge visual shift, too. Video. Specifically short video.
Ah, right. The TikTokification of everything.
You could say that. The article actually lays out a content hierarchy based on what the algorithm seems to like best. Top of the list. TikTok-style videos, number 1.
Okay, what's next?
The native video uploads videos you upload directly to LinkedIn. After that, plain text posts. Then come external links, and right at the bottom, getting the least love, long-form content.
Wow. So that detailed article you spent hours writing, dead last.
Pretty much. It's a huge signal about what works now. The article puts it bluntly. Short-form video dominates LinkedIn's algorithm. 30-second clips outperform thoughtful leadership pieces.
30 seconds beats deep thought. What's something? It feels so backward for a professional network, doesn't it?
It can feel that way, yeah. But it mirrors wider trends online, shorter attention spans. But it definitely poses a challenge if you're trying to share complex stuff. How do you pack nuance into 30 seconds?
You probably don't, or you lose a lot. Okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty of this algorithm. What else makes it tick?
Well, comments are huge. The source says getting 5+ comments gives you 4x more visibility.
4 times, just for getting a few comments going.
Yeah. And frequency, again. Posting hourly gives 70% higher visibility than, say, posting less often.
Hourly? Who has time for that? Unless you're using AI, I guess.
Exactly. And timing matters, too. Early engagement is key. There's a 15% reach extension per comment in the first hour.
So you need comments and you need them fast.
That's the signal. It rewards that immediate buzz. The article sums it up perfectly. Metrics focus. Interaction counts over content quality. That's the core idea.
Interaction over quality, got it. And this numbers focus, it extends beyond just posts, right? To your actual profile.
Oh, definitely. It's what the article calls the numbers game. Connections, for example. Profiles with 5,000 plus connections receive 3x more visibility than quality-focused accounts that might have fewer, maybe more relevant connections.
So just having a massive network, even if it's not super curated, gives you a big algorithmic boost.
Seems so. And posting frequency impacts your profile visibility, too. Daily posters get 87% more profile views than those posting weekly thoughtful content.
87% more views just for posting daily versus weekly, even if the weekly stuff is better.
Wow. Yeah. The emphasis is just relentlessly on activity, on volume. And this is changing how credibility or trust signals work on the platform, too.
How so?
The article suggests that your follower count now matters more than expertise verification or content quality.
Wait, really? So having a big number of followers is more important than, say, having your skills endorsed or writing genuinely expert content?
That's what the analysis points towards. It's redefining influence. The algorithm sees influence mainly through the quantity of interactions, not quality. It's about looking popular and active.
Okay, so the picture is, well, it's pretty clear. It's an engagement-driven, AI-assisted, short video-loving numbers game. So if that's the reality, what do? The article gives some winning tactics, right?
It does, and they are very much geared towards playing this game. Tactic 1. Use those AI writing tools. The suggestion is to generate 3 to 5 posts daily without thought.
Without thought. Okay. But it gets the frequency up.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
Then use comment suggestions to engage on 20-plus posts daily using AI. Again, maximize interactions, minimize effort.
20 posts a day, just using AI comments. Okay. What else?
Focus on reaction generation. Use emotional triggers over insights. Aim for those quick likes and emoji reactions, not necessarily deep discussion.
Stir the pot a little, maybe. Get reactions.
Could be. And for video, simple. TikTok repurposing. Upload those short clips directly, feed the algorithm what it wants.
Makes sense. Direct uploads perform better.
And it even gives a sample strategic content calendar, like a daily plan.
Oh, really? Like what?
Okay, so morning, post some AI-generated thought leadership, heavy on the buzzwords. Noon, an AI-assisted personal story, something with an emotional hook. Afternoon, a short, punchy TikTok-style video, 30-45 seconds. And evening, ask a divisive question to get lots of comments.
Wow, that's incredibly tactical. A formula almost.
Pretty much, designed purely to hit those engagement metrics throughout the day.
And you need tools for all this, presumably.
For sure. The article mentions categories. Content scheduling tools, LinkedIn's own or third-party ones, maybe with timing optimization.
Right, to handle that high frequency.
Then the AI writing assistants we talked about for generating posts, repurposing content, making comment templates.
Essential for the volume, yeah.
And finally, engagement tools. Things like auto-comment features, maybe social listening to jump on trends quickly, and analytics to track what's working in this metric-focused world.
So it really lays out this stark choice, doesn't it? The conclusion seems pretty blunt.
Yeah, it boils down to embrace the system or be invisible. That's the core message.
Play by these new rules, use the tactics, feed the algorithm.
Or risk your stuff just not getting seen. The article estimates 78% of quality content never reaches audiences now.
78%. That's sobering. So much potentially good stuff just lost.
Which leads to the main takeaway. Metrics over meaning is the new reality. And the final piece of advice is pretty jarring. Stop thinking deeply. Start posting frequently. The system rewards players, not thinkers.
Wow. Players, not thinkers.
That really sums up the shift.
It does. It forces you to reconsider what LinkedIn is for now. Less of a professional library, maybe, and more of an active arena where you need to constantly play the engagement game to stay visible.
So for you listening, as you think about using LinkedIn in 2025, it raises some big questions, right? In this world shaped by algorithms, how do you balance needing to be seen with wanting to share genuine, deep expertise? Is it even possible? And what happens long term? What are the consequences for actual professional conversation when the system prioritizes clicks and comments over substance?
Yeah. Definitely something to chew on as you navigate this new LinkedIn landscape. Thanks for taking this pretty eye-opening deep dive with us.